All right, check it out. Come on, come on. Let's have this conversation. All right. The question is, in the sport of boxing, what do you consider? What does it take to be great or an elite fighter? Because there's a difference between great and elite. Okay. So, who want to go first?
You got it.
Alright, I think obviously ring IQ, right?
Okay.
That's like number one. And like your conditioning.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit in the chair.
But like as far as what like
Overall, like what does a fighter has to display? What does a fighter have to display for you to say, man, dude, elite?
I feel like a complete fighter.
I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna let you go.
Running.
I feel like they can use everything like their whole body for like, defense or offense.
Okay.
Just like the movement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
I say a complete fighter. Like you can't have too many flaws. And like a great fighter to me is like,
They like
for example, Andre Ward. He fought everybody in his division. You got fighters like Tank Davis. Who else? Canelo. Like you can't call yourself great if you're not fighting the best. You feel me? Like Tank he's pushing 30 years old. He hasn't been unified champion. I'm just using him as an example. You know what I mean? Great is like taking risks. Forget all that high aggression clause. Let's just get in the ring and fight. You know? Bang it out. And then this is cool. Being technical is cool and all that, but it's cool to brawl too.
It's cool to brawl too. Okay.
We gotta hurry.
You gotta be able to do both. Like there's certain fighters who can just brawl and can't box, or can box and can't brawl.
Okay.
You do both. To me, that's a complete fight.
Okay, that's a complete fighter. So but okay, now that doesn't answer the question. Just because he's a complete fighter, that doesn't make him great.
No,
or
if he
elite.
fights everybody in his division, I just said that makes you elite.
Win or lose?
No.
No.
I mean, of course you're gonna have an L or two.
You're
That
gonna sit
don't
down.
determine if you're great or not. Everybody loses.
Mayweather never lost.
Well, that's Mayweather.
No, Rocky Marciano never lost.
So who was he fight? Who was he fighting back then?
Rocky Marciano? I mean, he fought a lot of good fighters, but he fought them on the downslide. And he didn't fight them at the peak of their career when they were prime and stuff. He fought Joe Louis. Joe Louis was on a dang respirator almost. Like Ali when he fought Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes fought Ali when Ali was down. But Larry Holmes would tell you openly, I didn't want to take that fight. They made me take that fight. He's like, because I knew Ali was over with. He'll tell you that himself. So.
But yeah, that's a great fighter though.
Okay, so let me tell you what started this conversation. Right? So we was talking about, fighters, just fighters in general. So I told him that I don't feel Sugar Ray Robinson, not Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns, and things like that, they were good, they were great, but they weren't elite. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because, for one, they didn't respect the sport. If you're at a certain level in the sport, this is just my opinion. If you're at a certain level in the sport, and then at any time you get in the ring and get tired, to me you're not respecting the sport. You should not be considered great and get your ass in the ring and get tired. That is not okay at any time. You know what I'm saying? You got fighters like Mayweather, Pacquiao, because he was like, well, what if they get in there and brawl the whole time? Pacquiao, that was his whole game. He was pressure. You never seen ring fatigue with him. Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he threw millions of punches. Never seen, not one fight in his entire career where you seen him get tired. You know what I'm saying? Even sorry Adrian Broner never got tired because he at least respected the sport that much. You know what I'm saying? So how do you consider yourself great and then you step in the ring and get tired? That's not okay for me. Okay? Now, elite. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
I disagree and agree because Adrian Broner is far from great. So
No, he's not great, but he respected the sport enough to condition himself.
Right, but you're saying if you don't get tired, you're great.
No, that's not what I said. I said, how can you be at that level of greatness and consider yourself great and then you get tired?
Okay.
I wasn't saying just because you don't get tired, you get great. I'm saying that even sorry Adrian Broner never got tired in the ring.
Okay, now Pacquiao and those guys, let's be honest, they're like 5'5", 125, 130 pounds, right? So it's harder for them to get tired rather than
No, it's not.
Tyson Fury.
No, if you don't listen, if you don't condition yourself, you're gonna get tired. Period. I don't care if you're 200 pounds or 100 pounds. If you put in the work, you're not gonna get tired. Period. when Tyson Fury is putting in the work and he's doing what he do, he don't get tired. And Tyson Fury on his toes, man. That's not
When you
easy.
say tired, how do you know they're not tired? Because
You can tell within their performance because their performance starts to lack. Like in the later rounds, their jab isn't as crisp. Their movement isn't as sharp.
So
You know
you're
what I'm
telling- so
saying?
you're
Their
telling me-
footwork isn't on point. You take fighters like Mayweather, his performance never lacks.
So you're telling me
From
Pacquiao-
round 1 to round 12, Pacquiao, his performance never lacks. From round 1 to round 12, Terence Crawford, even Earl Spence. Because them dudes conditioned. Earl Spence just got whooped, but you never see Earl Spence get tired.
That was tired though. He was.
No, he got whooped.
Coach, you see how he was?
He got beat.
Coach, he had no more power in his punches.
Look,
That's
because he
the
was
key.
beat. Not because he was tired, because he was beat.
Okay, then that's
There's a
the-
difference. If you're conditioned, if you're extremely conditioned, and I beat you, eventually your body's gonna shut down. That has nothing to do with your lung
I just
capacity.
said that, Coach.
That has nothing to do with your lung
So
capacity.
then we're on, okay, we misunderstood each other. I said, because I told you, if two guys are brawling it out, of course you're going to have fatigue. 'Cause you're getting
But that's not
power.
true. No.
This just happened with
No,
Earl
no.
Spence.
No, Earl Spence got beat. Like you got Pacquiao,
Uh-huh.
right? He fought Eric Morales. You look at some of those fights when he fought Marquez the first time. Man, them guys, those are brawls. Neither one of those guys got tired. You never seen any lack in their performance. You see what I'm saying? Because they it's just what it was. You feel me? Terence Crawford, I mean, just outboxed Earl Spence and just beat him. It's just what it was. It was a mismatch in class. But Earl Spence, even at the end of the fight, when they stopped the fight, you didn't see Earl Spence. You didn't see him doing all of that. He was just beat. He was outboxed.
So what's an elite fighter?
Me, my definition of elite fighter is someone who can find out what you do good, take it away from you. Right? In the ring, find out what you do good, take it away from you. Right? Find out what you do bad, exploit that, enforce their will, and make it the fight easier. So we start here, boom, we trying to figure each other's out. Bah, 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 bah. Eventually, I figure out what I need to figure out. Everything you do good, I take it away. Everything you do good, everything you do bad, I capitalize on it. And I take less punishment. I don't take any more punishment. I make my punishment minimal, making yours maximum to beat you. Making the fight easier. To me, Earl Spence was not an elite fighter. Only thing Earl Spence did, when he started losing, he just tried to add pressure. That's not elite. That just means, okay, let's fight harder and see who wins. To me, that's stupid.
Now, if he beat Crawford, would he have been elite?
No,
But he's just being an elite fighter, so.
that's still, not at all. That means Crawford couldn't handle pressure. That's what that means. That means Crawford couldn't handle the pressure. That doesn't make him an elite fighter because he's still one-dimensional. And you the one you just said that in order to be a complete fighter, an elite fighter, you got to be complete. Earl Spence was not a complete fighter. Earl Spence can't fight going backwards. He can create angles. He can only fight going forward, and he was all pressure.
Now, I got a question for you.
Right here.
You know how they be like, oh, do something that,
Do not move.
like, that you're good at without trying? Okay, now say you have, we'll take David Benavidez, right? He's a great walk forward fighter, probably the best right
He's
now.
not.
The best brawler in the game.
He's not.
Arguably
Footwork
the best.
horrible.
Okay, but brawler, I'm talking about brawler
Of course you
in the
could.
game. But I'm trying to say,
No.
if he's the best in the world right now for in the boxing game, why not do what you're best at to win? Why do something you're not good at? That's what I'm trying to say. Why box?
Say what? No, stick to your craft. I just think it's stupid.
He
So
has
that
it.
means
But if he's
so
winning,
no
then-
longer allowed.
That's because he ain't fought nobody.
Really? He hasn't
No,
won
but if he
yet?
fights those guys and beats them, then it's like, hey, it worked.
Hey man, I give him his props, but I'll still be like, man, that's stupid. I still don't like it.
The whole time, I would've seen it.
That's not gonna change my opinion on it.
I wanna see your hands.
He's still not gonna be an elite fighter because he's not complete. To be an elite, you absolutely have to be a complete fighter to even beat elite, in my opinion. To even be an elite fighter, to be considered an elite fighter, whether you're winning or losing, you have to be a complete fighter. That means you can fight going forward, you can fight going backwards, you can fight on the move, you know how to make adjustments and things like that. That makes you a complete fighter. I don't care if you sit here and add pressure the whole time and you beat everybody. That does not make you an elite fighter, in my opinion.
Notary?
Agree to disagree, because,
That's fine.
okay, say him and Terrence fought, you said Terrence is elite fighter, right?
I do.
Well, if he's elite, then why can't he handle David's pressure? If David were to pound on him and beat him like that. If he's elite, why
Say
can't
what now?
If he's elite, right, why couldn't he, why can't, say they fought and David beat him, right, like how he
He wouldn't though. That's not even a hypothetical
How is
situation.
Crawford great? How are you a great fighter if you lose? You just said,
What you mean?
like, how do you let somebody pressure you like that? If you're so elite, you wouldn't allow it to happen, correct?
No, well, I mean, it can
I
happen.
don't know.
It
They
can't
turned that
happen.
league alone. Remember, you don't have no
No,
flaws.
I agree with you, but you talking about Crawford. That's not gonna happen.
Canelo.
Cause see, Crawford know how to apply pressure himself.
But who has he fought that has pressure him? Like, besides Earl Spence, he hasn't fought nobody.
Who did Earl Spence fight?
No, Kell Brooks. When he was already washed.
Yeah, Kell Brooks was whooping Earl Spence.
We gotta go
What's
home.
his name? The dude with the big
Mom and
head.
dad have somebody
Who?
come in.
What's his name?
And you gotta think about
Did
it.
he hit you?
Crawford has been calling out.
Okay,
Listen,
don't push her.
Crawford ducked nobody that
Who's
called him
Crawford's best
out.
fighter? Earl Spence. Who has
Man,
he fought?
what you mean?
Who's Crawford's best fighter?
Hey, everybody Earl Spence fought. Everybody, and listen,
They have the same
look,
record.
Crawford,
I
listen,
don't know where your
Crawford
record is.
whooped everybody that wasn't afraid to step in the ring with him. Cause he called out
Those
everybody.
are yours?
Crawford called out everybody. And everybody ducked him, but anyone who called Crawford out, he took the fight and whooped him. Period.
Okay, is there a
Who?
little
Tim
one?
Who?
Tim G.
Who is that?
He's the champion at 168. The one who got the cup.
At 168 when Crawford was
I
where?
mean, I'm sorry, my fault. 154. The one who got the cut against Sebastian Fedor, they're calling him like the go to 154, like the king of 154.
What is he at?
I don't even know who that dude is.
Tim G, you know who he is?
No,
The Australian.
I don't even know who that dude is.
You good?
That's how
No,
good he
he's
is.
nice
Okay,
though.
well, we gotta go.
Man, everybody nice to you, man.
Get your phone. Why don't you have
Everybody
your
nice to
phone?
this
If
dude.
you, nah, it's just, you gotta have balls. If you don't got balls, you ain't nice.
Bye.
Tank don't got no balls.
Tank?
He a punk.
Are you serious?
Straight up. He a
Tank?
punk. He wears nails.
He did debate.
How you figure that?
He a punk. How
What?
you from the hood and turn out like a punk? I don't
What'd he do?
He wears nails. He wears.
Oh, yeah,
piercing.
I ain't with all
He
that.
don't fight nobody. Who is he
Yeah,
fighting?
I ain't with all that wearing nails and stuff like that. I ain't
His
with
best
that.
fight is against who? Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's not even a good technical fighter.
Look, Shakur and Haney, they ducked him.
They not
Now they
ducking
want to
him.
fight him because he the cash cow. They didn't want to fight him when he was trying to fight him.
And then who's he? Then he's fighting this.
Who else? Lomachenko just turned the fight down.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, he did. I'll pull up an interview.
Let me check it.
Lomachenko said, "No, we finna take some time off."
Let me check it with his dunk team.
Man, on my kids, he ducked
He's a
him.
way better boxer. All he dunking.
Huh?
He's a way better like technical.
Man, Lomachenko got whooped by Haney, man.
He didn't get whooped. He got.
He lost.
Yeah.
He lost on all three judges' scorecard.
Time out.
Yeah, but that's hanging though.
It was heated. I didn't, it's like point counterpoint over here. It was-
Let's go.
You'll be great. We'll see you on Saturday.
All right, see you Saturday.
Bye.
So where were we?
All I'm saying that I agree with a lot of stuff you say. 60, maybe 70%. I just don't. You certain fighters you like that you think are great. It kind of questions.
Give me an example.
What kind of questions like your IQ? Like you don't know who tips you. A lot of the fighters you don't even know. Like come on.
What is the number one rule I say about fighters, up and coming fighters?
You don't watch them until they get
They
to
in the top
10,
five.
Top 5, okay.
I don't pay attention to fighters today in the top five.
Okay, but sometimes you have to because a great
Why?
a great analyzer.
No, because I understand the sport.
If you look at a guy and go, okay, he gonna be great, right? He gonna come up and he's
You
great.
can't never tell. See, this is the thing that I'm trying to tell you guys. When you first start, and it's gonna happen with y'all.
Mhm.
When you first get into the professional rankings, they're gonna put people in front of you to help you develop your skill and build your fan base. Right? And then eventually you're gonna get to that level to where you have to start fighting those elite fighters.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, Sean Porter. Before you get to the elite fighters, you gotta get through Sean Porter. Sean Porter is somebody that they'll put in front of you when you think that you're great, you know what I'm saying, or you want stardom. Sean Porter is that dude they're gonna put in front of you to test you. You know what I'm saying? Like Adrian Broner, his test was Maidana. If he would have beat Maidana, that would have catapulted him to another level. You know what I mean? So you're always going to get to that point, but they're going to put people in front of you to help build your fan base and define your skills so you can develop into the superstar. No one, you're not going to get in there and just fight a top fighter. That would be foolish on your team and your promoters.
I agree, but some of your views are like, what?
Huh?
Some of your views, I'm like, what, man? Like, you think Tank is all that, you know?
No, I Tank is putting up.
You think Canelo's nice? He's not even nice. He's not
Canelo,
he's not even great.
no,
He's
Canelo,
okay.
Canelo,
Okay.
no, Canelo he's proved his, to me, in my opinion, Canelo's proved his status. Canelo's fought Sugar Shane Moser. He's,
He already got beat.
hey, what?
He was out of his prime when he fought Sugar Shane.
He was out of his
Let's
prime.
keep going.
He fought Mayweather. He lost again, man.
He lost to Bivol.
He lost to who?
Bivol.
He lost to Bill.
He lost to Triple G. He paid that fight off. Who else?
He did lose to Triple G, but they gave it to him.
Okay, who else? Who was the
He
five?
beat Kovalov.
When he already had L's in his record.
Man, Kovalov had only lost to Andre Ward.
And what did that say?
But still, that's like losing Mayweather.
Okay.
People kind of expect you to lose to
Whoa,
Mayweather.
what?
So it don't even, but it don't, like
That's
when
not
you,
like
lose,
losing
when
to
you lose to Mayweather, they be like, oh, that was Mayweather anyway. Your career don't get damaged. You know what I'm saying? Where if you lose to a Rudy Poo, it damages your
Andre
career.
Ward and Mayweather are on two different levels.
I don't think so.
Mayweather, like,
Money wise, yes, Mayweather
No,
knew how to promote himself.
skill-wise.
Mayweather knew how to promote himself. I think Mayweather is different, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But Andre Ward different too, man.
How-
Andre Ward ain't lost the fight since
how
he
old
was
was
12,
Andre
and he
Ward?
won the gold
How
medal.
old was he when he retired? 38? I wonder why. How old was he?
Mayweather was around 40.
Or two, like, he stayed in the game.
His last fight was against a UFC fighter.
But before that.
So let's talk about that.
Who did he fight? Who did he fight before that?
Who?
Mayweather.
Oh, Mayweather fought everybody.
Who was Andre Ward?
Andre Ward fought everybody. Andre Ward, listen, let me tell you something. The difference between Mayweather and Andre Ward is Mayweather would allow fights to build momentum because he was more about the money, because he wanted to get the most out of the money. No, real shit. Andre Ward went to weight classes and went to the top guy right away.
But why
Andre Ward still to this day won the toughest contest, the toughest tournament in the history of the sport. The Super Six, you can't Google and research nothing. That is still today by far the toughest tournament that has ever been implemented in the history of the sport. And Andre Ward blew that entire tournament out.
Okay, if that a tournament now, he wouldn't. Say they put the best one. That was a 175 tournament, correct?
That was 168.
168.
Yeah.
Put Crawford in there. David, Canelo, Bivol, better be.
You know who
He's
would be
exited the
at
first
the end of
round.
that tournament?
Who?
Crawford and Ward.
Crazy. Crawford and Benavidez. That's what.
Man, Benavidez, that's some trash,
Even
man.
Bivol, probably Bivol.
No, not Bill. Bill was cool, but no.
Coach, if you know boxing, you have to understand.
No, Bill, I like Bill.
He's the number one fighter in the world.
I like who? Bill.
If he wins better beats, he's the best fighter in the world.
How you figure that? So we just gonna forget about Crawford, huh?
No, you know better.
We gonna forget. We gonna
You
forget
know he
it.
has 100% K. That's insane. He has
what?
100% knockout record. Every
Who?
fight he has fought, he has laid out.
Who?
Better be the guy he's fighting, Russian.
No, he is not.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Look at his record.
Man, what is
He has
that?
100%.
Who has he fought?
Bro, he fought some.
He got
decent
11
fights.
fights.
No, he doesn't.
11. This dude got 11
I'm talking about
fights.
better be, not David Morrell.
Who?
The unified this Saturday, coach. This
That's
Saturday.
finna fight who?
Bivol and Betterby, the guy he's fighting against, they're 20 and 0. That's insane. That's never been
20
done.
fights? You didn't even fight in the top 5 yet.
20.
Bibble think he got a limit.
Well,
Bibble think he got a limit.
Did you know who Andre Ward is before he met Coach?
Listen, say what?
Did you know who Andre Ward is before he met Coach?
I didn't know that much about. I'm not.
No.
Look, okay, no, hold on. Did you know Benavidez before you met him?
Yes. You have that.
I'm just saying, though. So what did you say?
I
Well,
heard
you
about
see-
it, but I haven't.
See, there you go. He heard
Huh?
about him. He heard about him.
Andre Ward is a print in the game,
Coach,
man.
that tournament was cool. Super 6, that's cool and all. But the fighters now are better than the Super 6 fighters that were back then. The best fighter was Kovalov, really? Canelo beat him. Easily.
Ward beat him first.
But Canelo still
Ward
beat
took
him.
his first, whooped him twice, first 2 times.
I'm just saying, you guys keep saying, oh, that's the best tournament, that's the best. If they had a tournament right now, with Crawford, Benavidez, Bivol, Betterby, Canelo.
It'll be between
he wouldn't
Crawford
even-
and Ward.
The only person that Ward could probably beat is Canelo, and that's very unlikely.
This dude drunk as hell. Hey man, we do not allow alcohol in the gym. Just letting you know, he drank that shit before he came here. Listen.
And then like boxing, like the WBC, they mandatory be done. Like either you gotta fight this dude, the mandatory, or you gotta give it a belt. So I don't like how they be going around the bush. You know
What
I
do you
mean?
mean?
Like Davis been Canelo's mandatory for 3 years. Why the hell does Canelo still have the belt? They should have stripped it from him.
How's it been? It's been
It's been mandatory for 3
has
years.
it?
Yeah, 3 years.
Then why hasn't he fought him and lost the belt?
Running from him.
He might be running.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Hey, but I think
I get you, coach. I like Crawford, but sometimes you be tripping. Like
man, ain't nobody in the game messing with Crawford.
Andre Ward, you be tripping about him. You be tripping about Tank. You be tripping about Canelo. You get too much props to guys that don't deserve it.
Like who?
Tank, Andre Ward, Canelo.
Andre Ward? Andre Ward? A man who hasn't lost a fight since he was 12 years
What
old,
time did he
won the
retire?
Olympics gold, went to every fighter, didn't allow momentum to build,
Coach.
went to the top fighters. The only thing that you can say about Andre Ward
He's
is
not- he
that he
retired.
didn't talk trash and he didn't know how to market
He
himself.
retired early because he was scared of the competition coming up. Real warriors stay in the game until their body breaks down. His body was not broke down. He's not a warrior.
That's idiotic.
I'm so serious.
That's
Triple G's what, 42? He fought Canelo at 41 years of age.
Hey man,
Who does that?
listen, let me tell you something, man. Get in the game, win, whether you win or lose, don't let your body break down before you quit. Because then you won't even be able to enjoy it.
No,
you won't even enjoy it because your body done broke so fucking down, done broke down, and now you spending your money trying to keep your body together. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still got your falcon.
No, I'm not saying like you're all like crippled and all that, but I'm saying you better have some bruises. You better.
Why?
He didn't go to war.
Why bruises?
He didn't go to war.
Why, man?
How old
You
is he?
supposed to max it. Look.
How old is he when he retired? I just want to know that.
38? That's old in the sport, homie.
Those bums are not fighting at 38, coach.
That they bums.
You don't
You're
appreciate
right.
it.
Because they listen. Most people who fight after 38, they fighting for the money.
Okay.
Period. There's only been two fighters. There's only been two fighters because they making stupid financial decisions outside of the ring, so they got to keep fighting. Sugar Shane Mosley would have never came back if he wasn't a dope fiend.
Okay.
Everybody know that man smoked up his money. You know what I'm saying? He just had a fight the other night. You know what I'm saying, man? You can look at him in his interviews and tell he high as hell.
I agree to disagree, but Andre Ward had a lot left in him and he didn't give it his all.
Against who?
A lot.
Listen, you don't think what they were trying to do? They after he whooped Kovalov, they were trying to get him to go heavyweight.
He should have.
Why?
He would have got bounced out.
For what?
He would have got bounced
For what?
out.
Wow, go to heavyweight
Chase.
for what?
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
That's what
and he was about to come back. He was about to come back. If Canelo would have even uttered his name, he said, man, I was waiting for Canelo to say my name after he just beat dude. And he was like, I was gonna make the phone call.
That's
make
what
it happen.
separates elite from great. You just said what did you just say right now?
Elite ain't being stupid,
No,
man.
that's what separates elite from great.
Elite ain't being
Andre
stupid.
is great, but is he?
No, he's elite.
No.
He's elite. He's elite. He's elite.
That dude got out the game real. Hey,
He's-
if David
He beat all the top fighters.
Hey, if David Benavidez and Bivol was coming up in my weight division too, I'm retiring too.
Listen, do you understand how Andre Ward been retired for what, 2-3 years now?
Whoa.
No, hell no, 3-4 years.
Wait, what year
No.
did you retire? What year did you
No,
retire?
hell no.
What's
Andre
from
Ward.
2020,
Andre Ward.
What's
Andre,
from 2020?
no, because Andre Ward retired before I even moved to
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah. hold
And he
on.
moved here when?
What year did Andre Ward retire? 2017. Man,
He's a dud. This whole time I thought he retired in like 2010.
What do you
He's
mean?
a dud.
He whooped everybody there was to beat.
Canelo.
Canelo wouldn't fight him. He sent Canelo the contract. He sent Triple G the contract. I showed you Triple G ducking.
He's a nobody. We ain't worried about him.
Yeah. People was ducking Triple G. Andre Ward sent the contract to all them guys. All them guys ducked him.
Why they?
So what are you supposed to do? Wait until they get some nuts?
No. wait.
Nah.
Have only Benavidez.
No, can't nobody knock Andre Ward. Andre Ward sent contracts to everybody and tried to fight everybody. Jokers ducked him. He like, man, I'm not gonna sit around and
And
wait
they
on
dunked
you.
him, but they did not fight it because he wasn't a money fight. Because personally, me, I'd rather fight
Hey,
somebody
listen.
that's
So,
somebody-
so now you first you talking about balls is getting in the ring and fighting the best,
Correct.
but now you talking about money.
But he wasn't the
Andre
best.
Ward didn't care about the money.
He wasn't the
Andre
best.
Ward wanted the best fighters. That's
I don't
what
really-
Andre Ward played.
I really-
Listen.
So Canelo fought Mayweather? I mean,
say it again?
so Canelo fought Mayweather, the best fighter in the world, but couldn't fight Andre Ward.
Hey, he wouldn't fight him. He sent him the
I
contract.
don't believe that.
He sent him the contract, homie.
The only man Canelo ran from was the Mexican monster.
This dude, man. Hey, look, hey, man. Look, hey, man.
I wish Andre Ward was right here, right now, so I could ask him why'd you retire so young.
He beat everybody.
Coach.
He beat everybody there was to beat at that time.
And then they said, like Canelo, real talk, he ain't a punk. Let me tell you why. He is and he isn't. Because at least he started off at what, 135?
No, Canelo started at 147.
That was his first. He didn't fight at 140 yet.
Yeah.
And he fought the best fighter.
147,
And he fought the
154.
best fighter at 175.
I think when he came to the U.S., when he started fighting in the U.S., he was at 154.
And he fought the best fighter at 175. Bivol, right? Yeah, he lost, but he took that chance. I'm saying if Ward was really great, Ward was what, 6'2"?
What weight class did Canelo start his career in? Yeah, 154.
Okay. And look what he did. Yeah, he took a chance to loss. That was the second record, but I'm not gonna knock him for that. He
Andre
fought
Ward started at 160.
But he's sick.
Dominated
He's
160, went to
6'2".
168, dominated
Come on,
168, went to 175, dominated
Why didn't he go
175.
up to heavyweight?
Listen, he is a typical fan that is not loyal
No.
or understand boxing. You remember I tell you, it don't matter how many accolades and however or whatever you accomplish in the sport, fans will never be satisfied.
'Cause
Or
it
he
will.
should have fought him, or he should have waited a little longer. Why?
'Cause it
Look, it.
A real
When,
warrior-
okay, let me ask you this.
A real warrior gets
No,
the
no,
facts
let me
they
ask you.
want.
Let me ask you this. When did Benavidez really start being a name? About a
When
year
he
ago?
fought- No, about 2022 when he fought.
2022.
Yeah. When he fought.
Five more years after Andre Ward retired. So Andre Ward was supposed to stick around for
It was
5 more
2021
years.
actually.
No, so he was supposed to stick around for 5 more years.
4
4 more years after he done beat everybody he was supposed to beat, the top dogs, and wait on him.
It's not just Benavidez, though. There's many other guys.
No, no, there wasn't nobody else to beat. He had beat the top dude. He had won all the belts and beat the top dog.
These two cats, ooh, they would have whooped that boy.
You didn't even know who they was.
Hey,
And-
I'm God, I knew who he was. I knew him since 2022, and I knew him since, I ain't gonna lie to you, when he fought Canelo. But that's just short. They didn't have to sell their soul to be famous, though. They went in there.
No, Canelo fought Bivol because he thought he had a lemon. He thought he was somebody he could beat.
But I'm saying he has balls to do that. Tank ain't doing that. Andre Ward didn't do that. They ain't-
Man, Tank is 5'1".
Hey, no excuses. Canelo's 5'8". This dude's 6'2". No excuses.
Well, why would you? Well, listen. At 5'1", why would you go up to 160 pounds?
It's greatness.
You this tall,
It's greatness, coach.
huh?
It's greatness.
Hey man, listen, check this out. When we get to professional status, you need to listen to your team. So, listen, cause you gonna hurt yourself, man. Hey, listen, man. You gonna hurt yourself, man, with that pride shit, man. Listen, you have to be tough in the sport. The sport is a tough sport, but y'all have to be smart, man.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to be smart, man.
But I'm a fan. I like to tell me what you want. Go down to 175. Okay, cool. I'll beat him there. Okay, you want me at heavyweight? Go there. Beat him there. You know what I mean? That's what elite is. Take out everyone.
So that's listen. If you're 5'5",
Okay.
why would you jump up to 175?
No, I'm not saying that. He could go up to 147.
Like Mayweather. Like
Bro.
Mayweather said. Mayweather, they tried to get Mayweather to go to 168. Mayweather, like, man, I can't even make 154. Like, he fought at 154, but every time he stepped on the scale, he was 150.
But he's still far.
You know what I'm saying? But that's still within his height range. That's still within his weight.
But coach, if you want to prove, like
You don't gotta prove
I mean,
that.
if
You
you
don't
want
gotta
to
prove
prove,
yourself.
no, if you want to prove you're the best, you gotta beat the best and take out the best.
Man, you take out the best in your weight class.
No.
You don't sit there and try to conquer every weight class in the damn sport.
Like, I don't know.
Pacquiao never fought at 154. He made fighters drain.
Yeah, he was.
Mayweather ain't never make nobody drain.
Pacquiao was a tank.
But he made fighters drain. He made De La Hoya drain. He made Cotto drain.
And still lost.
No, he won.
He won all
He
the
beat them guys.
He had like 8 L's to his record.
Mayweather fought them guys at their strongest weight class.
That's what I'm saying. So, hey, he's elite. If you're really elite, why don't you do what he did? That's what I'm trying
He
to say.
did.
No, Tank ain't doing it. Canelo didn't do
What
it.
you mean?
Andre Ward didn't do it.
Tank is at his weight class. Listen, if I'm at 147 and you at 154 and you call me out, I come 147, I'll fight you.
Mm-hmm.
If you say yes, who fault is that?
Mine.
I then.
But like me,
I then.
I'm gonna put myself in it. Okay, say I'm fighting. Say I start off at 175, right?
Okay.
Say I start off at 175. Alright, I do my thing there, and I have somebody at cruiserweight. So like that's what 190.
You 6'4".
No, 190.
You 6'4", man.
Okay, say I got somebody at cruiserweight calling me. Okay, cool. I do my thing. I beat him. Then I got a heavyweight.
You're
saying,
6'4".
come
Heavyweights are
heavyweight.
6'4".
Boom, I beat him.
You're
That's great.
6'4". You're 6'4". The average heavyweight is like 6'1", 6'5".
That's what I'm trying to say. Andre Ward was 6'1", right? Correct? 6'2".
6'1", 6'2".
So why didn't he fight his class? At heavyweight?
There was nobody there to fight.
In heavyweight, there wasn't. Oh.
AJ ducking. AJ didn't want no smoke.
That's Anthony Joshua. I could be Anthony Joshua. Man, he got a glass jaw, coach. You slap him on time.
Hey, look. Hey, Lennox Lewis has a glass jaw, but Lennox Lewis put in work.
But Anthony Joshua's not Lennox Lewis.
He damn sure ain't.
But you get what I'm saying, though? If you're the best, prove you're the best and fight everybody.
And you can't fight
It's not
everybody.
even
That's
about money.
impossible.
It's not even about money.
It's impossible to fight everybody.
No, correct. But I'm saying, like, you can't conquer one of the weight classes and say you're the best. He fought at 135 for his whole life.
Who?
Tank.
Nigga, they started. Did he start? I don't know
He
what he
started out
started.
like at 130.
I don't know what. And he at 140 now.
No, he's not. He's at 135. He's been there for the longest time ever, coach. And he'll never move up. He's a little guy. He wants to stay a little guy. You want to be a big dude, the big dog, you gotta move up.
What weight class did Tank Davis start his career? Let's get some work in.
Told you.
What weight class does Tank Davis currently fight? Lightweight.
135.
How many weight classes does Tank Davis have championships in?
3.
According to Planet Sport, Tank has held titles in multiple weight classes, including the IFL Super Featherweight, WBA Super Featherweight, and WBA Super Lightweight titles.
He fought 105 and 140. You know who that was
That's
against?
three-
Mario Barrios.
That's 3 classes,
He didn't
man.
weigh train him.
That's 3 classes,
You know what I
man.
said?